Very well, I shall give you a comprehensive answer on these cosmic artifacts. Super Dragon Balls are called Wish Orbs. They were created in the year 41 of the Divine Calendar by the dragon god Zalama, and they are perfectly spherical, planet-sized celestial objects, measuring exactly 37,196.2204 kilometers in diameter. Super Dragon Balls are rare and only number 7. They are divided between the 6th and 7th universes.
I'm a Supreme Kai in training, and I can easily eliminate you if I choose, so I suggest you don't waste my time.
But you requested that I tell you everything I know about the Super Dragon Balls, which is precisely what I'm doing.
Just skip the trivia and tell me how to use them.
Oh, using them is quite easy. But first you must locate them, spread across the vast expanse of the 6th and 7th universes, and gather them all together in preparation of the summoning. Then, once they've been collected, you must speak in the divine tongue. You must recite the phrase, "Come forth, divine dragon, and grant my wish, peace, and carrots." The grand phrase? Yes. Once you say that, the divine dragon will be summoned forth and grant you any single wish that you desire without limitation. After that wish is fulfilled, the Super Dragon Balls will be dispersed again across universes 6 and 7 and wait in silence for another seeker with an unfulfilled wish to gather them again.
Where exactly are they waiting in silence now, Sage?
Oh, but even if you can locate them now, they won't help you, for a summoning occurred too recently. The brilliant celestial glow of their power is faded and their efficacy is gone.
So how much time before they could be used again?
The span between the birth and death of a cockroach.
What?
That means nearly 1 year from now.
Almost a year? You sure?
You will have to wait, Kai.
You will tell me precisely where the orbs have gone. That's not all. I want to hear everything you know about the mortal named Goku.
It's good to be back. Now I'm ready for the rematch!
I put all that work into getting the time machine and fuel ready, then you ran into battle without even taking the senzu beans?
Oh yeah, I guess we did screw that up. So where'd you find that bag?
Are you sure you want me to answer that, Goku?
So Black still won, even when it was all 3 of you guys against him?
Zamasu was there. We had to fight both of them.
Okay, wait a second. Zamasu. He's the Supreme Kai in training from Universe 10 with the energy that felt kind of like Black's, isn't he?
That's him, all right. I thought he was good like the other Kais, but he's an enemy and a strong one.
More, he's invincible.
You mean he can't be hurt?
Yeah, and that's not the only problem either. Black already figured out a ridiculous new level of Super Saiyan, calling it Super Saiyan... what was it called again?
Rosé, fool.
Oh, we've got to get back there.
How do you intend to defeat an enemy whose body does not sustain damage?
Maybe we'll all become invincible too.
Wait a sec, what do you mean by that?
We just need to bring an all-you-can-eat buffet of senzu beans.
Where the hell are you gonna find that many senzu beans?
Oh, and this coming from the guy who forgot all of them on the toilet.
Well, obviously I won't forget him this time.
Good evening. Please forgive the intrusion, but do you know if Goku is nearby? Our most honorable Supreme Kai tells us there's something he needs to say to him.
As it so happens, I received a message from an expert collector of information named Zuno.
Somebody asked about me? Do you know who it is? Zamasu, really?
My goodness, is it empty already? Zamasu, I'm in need of another pot of tea. Zamasu! Where in the world did he go?
Transformation called Super Saiyan Rosé. That sounds like a tasty flavor of ice cream. If Zamasu and Black aren't the same being after all, then why are their energies so much alike?
Zamasu, a Kai heralded for his gifts as a fighter, was defeated by Goku in a sparring match and has since gone out of his way to question Zuno about the Saiyan, suggesting a strong fixation. Why research an opponent who bested him? Could he want that power for himself? Perhaps he imagines he could accomplish his own ambitions with such might, his own brand of justice. I believe Zamasu seeks a collaborator with the offensive power he's realized he lacks. He would also like to make himself harder to defeat. His intention is to achieve both.
Oh yeah, and I know how. He'll use the Super Dragon Balls, won't he?
Yes.
Think! That dragon can grant any wish Zamasu makes, which explains the mystery we haven't been able to crack since this started. He's going to wish for Goku Black.
I think you're right, Goku.
Give me a servant who possesses the same body and fighting power as the Saiyan Goku.
Imakitara, Binivi Nagarad, Dina Tinarad, Yim Sahiwi, peas and carrots. Give unto me the power of invincibility. I have an invincible body and the offensive power of Goku to eliminate all mortals.
Waiting a year between wishes would take some real patience.
But wait, of course. He has that time ring.
If he uses that handy thing, then he wouldn't have to wait a year between wishes.
That's correct, my lord. He could simply travel a year into the future instantly.
We've already covered this. Time rings can only be used by Supreme Kais. It's not like checking things out from a library. Plus, the Zamasu in our time is only a Supreme Kai in training. He couldn't use it either. So this neat little theory still doesn't explain the ring.
We don't know how Black wears it, but we can explain how Zamasu does. He's either named Supreme Kai between now and then, or he takes the title.
Believe Goasu, Supreme Kai of the 10th universe, is in imminent danger. Is that what you're suggesting?
Zamasu is probably gonna kill his master to become the new Supreme Kai. He'll take the time ring right off Goasu's finger, then be able to use it however he wants. Is that clear enough for you?
I will take you to their world, on one condition. I must insist you keep this amicable. After all, the present Zamasu has done nothing explicitly wrong. Not yet.
What's up?
My, another surprise visit. Has something happened to bring you here?
Well, first of all, I'm relieved to see you're all right.
Is Zamasu here?
I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but I'm afraid he's been an absentee since early this morning.
Fact is, he's making a big mess in the future.
But I have helped him understand the perspective necessary for a Supreme Kai, and he has opened the door that leads to enlightenment.
Gosu, I have brought your tea, Master. Well, what a pleasant surprise this is. It's the Supreme Kai of the 7th universe, along with its destroyer, Lord Beerus. His attendant Whis, and let's see, you were Goku, correct?
Huh?
Please forgive me for not greeting you sooner. Now tell me, to what do we owe this delightful second visit? Have you learned anything more about this fascinating mystery?
Their reason is now more focused. This time they've come to see you.
Huh?
It's embarrassing, but this punch-happy fool here won't stop begging me to fight you again, so I said I'd ask, just to shut him up.
What are you talking about?
God, I told you not to say a word!
Okay, I'm sorry, but you still didn't have to hit me. Have you ever heard of a friendly reminder?
I'm being friendly by not destroying you.
Perhaps they're more capable than I thought. If that's what you want, then I'd be happy to. Last time I was too reluctant. I simply forgot how hard it is for mortals to restrain themselves. A good host does not disappoint his guests. Let's begin.
No. You're clearly in the middle of your tea time. It was our impropriety for coming uninvited to ask. I'll be sure to give this one a severe chewing out when we get back home.
Oh, my lord, look at the time. I didn't realize it had gotten so late. We're completely off schedule, and you're overdue for your rest.
I'm feeling sleepy.
Then, what do you think?
There's no doubt about it. He plans to kill Goasu in cold blood.
How do you know?
Zamasu's aura completely reeked of murderous intentions, Goku. The only stench fouler is when my lord breaks wind.
That's both rude and untrue. I'll have you know mine smell like roses.
You're saying you could sense it in his energy? But I didn't sense anything from him at all.
Well, of course, Lord Beerus is a destroyer, which makes him highly attuned to these destructive inclinations. Naturally, the same goes for his attendant.
What about Goasu? You think he knows?
I would say he probably hasn't noticed it yet. He's a Supreme Kai like I am, and I didn't sense Zamasu's bloodlust.
Then what are we doing? We've got to get back and save him.
There's no need to panic, Goku. If Zamasu is going to kill a Supreme Kai, then I'll end his life without hesitation. But I can't take action against a high-level deity without some proof.
Eddie's gonna do it! What good is proof if Goasu's already dead?
I understand your concern, but we're talking about the future Supreme Kai of the 10th universe. An outside destroyer cannot simply obliterate him because he harbors dark intentions. Such an act would throw the entire multiverse into chaos. For the moment, all we can do is watch what...
Here is your special Earth tea, Master Goasu.
Oh, well, that's unusual. It's green. The aroma is striking as well.
I can't believe they slipped through our fingers like that. I was so close to having Goku's head on a platter.
His fate doesn't matter, though, does it? They've seen they can't win and will stay away if they even have half a brain. In fact, it's best if Goku survives as long as possible. On the off chance we do need to elevate your power, then fighting him seems to be the best way to do it. You can hunt him down at the end and kill him slowly, with painstaking precision, enjoying every blow.
Thanks for the concern, but I've got all the power I need. This new level will make me the ultimate sword for justice. And when your sword is mighty enough, you don't need a shield. Just wait. I'm going to become even stronger. I was right to think the vast power this body gives me would be indispensable to our glorious plan for the multiverse.
But we call it Project Zero Mortals. It's ironic, don't you think? Here we are destroying all mortals, and yet we require mortal power to succeed.
Hey, Big Me! I want you to pull yourself together. You lost one fight, now you're moping like a baby. That's not our style. Hello? Are you listening?
Sorry, kid, but can you please just leave me alone?
Or you. It really sucks to find out my future self turns out to be such a weenie, but at least it explains why you couldn't keep my safe. And I both know it's the truth. Don't just stare at me, you big wuss. If that bothers you, then fight me. Come and make me shut up. I'm not scared of you. What's the matter? Get back on your feet! You call yourself a Saiyan?
An attendant is not exaggerating. These cakes and tea are an exquisite pairing. You should have some too, Zamasu.
He hasn't made the slightest aggressive move. Are you positive he intends to strike him down?
There's not a doubt in my mind.
I had some more time to reconsider what you told me after our trip into the Bobbery's future. About the interplay between good and evil. To you, I see the role dark deeds can play. Such ugly acts can be necessary to achieve a more perfect end.
Yes, Zamasu. I knew you were wise enough to understand if given enough time. That was a close call. I should be more careful. They get stuck in your throat. An obvious hazard, but I was too delighted to notice.
Do something!
Did you already forget about my power?
Yeah, of course! That whole temporal do-over thing. You can just wind back the clock!
That your beloved apprentice is currently trying to kill you.
If I had not placed that kitten mitten on his hand, then your long life would have come to a most abrupt end.
Zamasu, I need you to explain yourself immediately.
Allow me to explain for him. Zamasu's objective is to kill you and claim the time ring for himself, giving him immense power. He's going to use the Super Dragon Balls to make himself indestructible, then use them again to create a counterfeit Goku so he can eradicate all mortals from the living world.
You have misunderstood me, Master. There is no other leaf, there is only divine justice, and it demands that I serve it well. Evil must be destroyed, no matter the price.
You didn't have to guess much at all. I saw the future with my own eyes!
You traveled to the future?
Yeah, that's right, I did. And thanks to you, whole cities were in ruins. Countless lives were completely destroyed.
Is that a fact, Goku? That means in this future, my dreams have come true. Well, all the more reason why I can't let you interlopers get in the way of them now.
God.
Come on, don't tell me you're quitting already. I've got plenty of fight left in me.
We'll win this. No matter how strong the enemy is.
Again, Whis? That's definitely on purpose.
Please forgive me, my lord.
You destroyed Zamasu?
Now Black won't be created, and the future will be safe from his tyranny.
You used the time machine to stop the androids? My world didn't change. That's how it works.
That may be the case when you ignorant mortals meddle with the laws of nature. But divine action is not so sloppy. And when I kill a god, it will affect all flows of time.
I hope so. I need to see for myself.
No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switching in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole?